Mga kwentong pambata.
The Gift of the Magi is a timeless story about love, sacrifice, and the true meaning of giving. We choose this story because it beautifully illustrates how two people, despite having very little, are willing to give up their most valuable possessions for the happiness of the other. This story reminds us that the best gifts comes from the heart, and sometimes the greatest act of love involves personal sacrifice. It's a wonderful example of selflessness and how love can make any sacrifice worthwhile. The story begins the day before Christmas, with a young woman named Della sitting at home counting her savings. She lives in a cheap, furnished rental apartment with her husband Jim. They are struggling financially, and despite Della's effort to save, she realizes she doesn't have enough money to buy Jim a Christmas present. Because of this, Della feels sad and anxious. She has been putting money aside for months, but it still wasn't enough. As she realizes her failure, she bursts into tears, crying helpless and disappointed. After crying, Della cleans her face and looks out of the window. Lost in thought, she catches a glimpse of herself in a dirty mirror and suddenly gets an idea. She looks at her long, brown hair, which is her prized possession. Della decides to sell her beautiful hair to raise money for a special Christmas gift for Jim. She puts on her old coat and hat and heads to a shop that buys and sells hair. The shopkeeper, Madame Safroni, agrees to buy Della's hair. With the money she earned from selling her hair, Della spends the day searching for the perfect gift for Jim. She knows Jim treasures his gold pocket watch, passed down through his family, and she wants to buy him a special chain to go with it. Della finds a platinum chain that perfectly goes well with Jim's watch. The chain costs all the money she got from selling her hair and from her savings. Feeling satisfied, Della heads home, eager to give Jim the present. When Della gets home, she worries about how Jim will react to her new haircut. She's tried to style her hair as best as she can, unsure if Jim will still think she is beautiful without her long hair. Jim arrives home and sees Della's short hair. She looks surprised, but Della quickly explains that she sold her hair to buy him a Christmas present. Jim hugs her and reassures her that he loves her no matter what her hair looks like. Jim then presents Della with his gift, a set of jeweled tortoise-shell combs she had once admired. Della loves the gift, but is heartbroken when she realizes she can't use them without her long hair. Jim comforts her and tells him her hair will grow back soon. Della excitedly gives Jim the platinum watch chain, but Jim laughs and reveals that he sold his beloved golden pocket watch to buy the comb for her. The story concludes by praising their selfless acts of love, stating they were wiser than the 3 wise men who brought gifts to the baby Jesus.